All right, it's morning for Levi and I. It's like morning 3 already. We've been here since Tuesday, but we are at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Bennett Race Across America Truck Show. We are trying to start something new here. We're trying to turn this show into the new national championship show. For those that still remember Dallas, the old show, a lot of these guys here behind me remember it, and we've all kind of been missing Dallas in the national championship show. Not so much the judge portion, but the camaraderie that came along with it. The first few years of the national championship show, I made a lot of great friends that I'm still friends with to this day. And I missed getting together with my buddies every year at the end of the season. The national championship was always the end of the season. Everybody had qualified to get into the event. There was also wash and park, but it was off-site. Here we're going to be able to have the wash and park on-site, which is pretty cool. But the national championship will be full judged. Actually, our judges, we have one of them here right now. The other 3 fly in today, and the 4th one flies in tonight, I believe. So we have 5 full judges that are going to be full judging what we are calling the elite side of the truck show. It'll be the limited mileage guys, the guys that are building trucks for show. And we've also got a few work trucks in there, which I'm interested to see how the judging system works. I've redeveloped a completely new judging system. I have also completely rewritten a handbook of rules for the judged portion of this show. And we're going to take a swing at if we can make a national championship work. And I'm really interested to see how this plays out this weekend. I'm going to have between 8 to 10 elite judged guys. For this first year, I didn't want to get it too big because I wanted to make sure that the judging system was going to work and that the rule system would work. We've kind of modified what we've seen at other shows to try to give it a more even playing field for everybody. So we're interested to see if this is going to work out. I spent the better part of 6 months developing this new system and working with other people in the industry to kind of fine-tune some of the issues that we all know we've seen at shows before. And thanks to a lot of guys helping me out with questions late at night, trying to figure out some solutions to problems that we've seen at other shows. I've got a lot of people to thank for that. Over the course of the week, today's the big day. This morning, 8 a.m., 10 minutes ago, we're going to start parking the stage, and we've got a couple big vendors that need to get their stuff inside. 10 o'clock, we have a driver's meeting with all of our elite guys. They're all going to pick their numbers, and we'll know their judging positions for tomorrow. And then at 1 o'clock, they get loaded into the track here. The show is going to be inside the track. All of our elite guys will get parked and staged. Some of them are setting up flooring, some of them are setting up carpeting, and then they'll get all their trucks final wiped down, and then tomorrow they'll do one last final wipe down, and they'll be judged tomorrow. And then at about 3 o'clock, after we get our elite guys parked and get them situated, we're going to start parking all of the rest of our trucks around them to make it look like a truck show and make it look pretty around them. And then starting tomorrow, we've got, actually finishing today off at 5 o'clock, we've got our judges meeting. So we'll get to introduce all the judges to each other. Most of them know each other. There's a few that are new to the judging. Actually, they're all new to the judging scene. They've all been judged. They've all seen judging. But they've all got fresh perspectives and fresh eyes. I'll introduce all of them later on in the video. But I'm excited that they're all going to get to meet each other and get the chance to talk with each other. We're going to get a dinner and kind of break bread and kind of break the ice with each other and go through the rules one last time, go through a scoring sheet to try to get them all on the same page for tomorrow. And then tomorrow morning, we come in bright and early. We'll beat the sun up again tomorrow. And our judges will have another meeting tomorrow morning. And then they will also start judging at 8 o'clock. And tomorrow I'm excited to show you some of our new parts of our judging system. So you'll get to see some of the new things that we put into place tomorrow on the judging process. Shows something a little different, like I said, to try to make an even playing field. So I'm excited to let you guys see some of that stuff tomorrow. And then the last thing we have is tonight, we'll do one last trucker dinner. All the competitors will get together one more time, break bread with each other. I feel like, I don't feel like we're gonna have much drama at this show. I feel like everything's been good. A lot of the truckers that are competing against each other have been going out to dinner together all week already. So it's cool to see that we've got that Dallas atmosphere already this early. And big shout out to Atlanta Motor Speedway and Bennett family of companies for hosting this event. They've been very gracious to Levi, myself. We're glad to finally have Lauren here on site to get this media for us. And it's gonna be a cool event. We got a lot of really nice trucks. As you can see behind us, we have got some working class trucks. We've got a bunch of our elite guys. A lot of the elite guys have been here all week, cleaning and wiping down. Some guys have been in here since Monday already, wiping down. We've got a couple work trucks that are going to compete in the elite class. We've got bobtails and combos competing against each other, which I am super excited about because I feel that bobtails and combos at the elite level should be able to compete against each other. Some people, their trailers match. Some people, their trailers don't match. So to be able to put them in the same class, I think is going to be something new that a lot of people haven't seen either. And I think it's going to be fun to let them show against each other. And everybody knows Donnie. Donnie's a trash talker. And he's been out here having fun with everybody and trash talking it up. And it's fun to see everybody joking and playing around with each other, but still focused and cleaning and getting ready for something that's going to be a really important event. So Saturday we'll get to announce the winners, and the winners are going to get to run some laps on the track. So how many of you have ever seen a big truck semi, not a racing semi, an actual big truck semi that you drive down the road every day out on the track? So I'm excited that these guys are going to get to go out on the track, and we'll have some video footage of that as well. And then our winners are going to get to take pictures with the checker flag. So Atlanta Motor Speedway has been great with us about all of this stuff. And Bennett has pulled out all the stops to make this a cool show. Friday we're going to have concerts all day. Saturday we'll have concerts all day, and then getting out on the track and a bunch of prizes and stuff that Bennett's giving away. They've got some sponsors for a golf ball drop. Just wait till you see this stuff. We're honoring the veterans. The Wreaths Across America charity puts wreaths on National Cemetery headstones for people that couldn't normally afford to put wreaths on the headstones. They fill an entire national cemetery with wreaths for headstones. So it allows other people to be able to help out other national cemeteries. So they are covering an entire national cemetery. We're a little short of our goal right now, but we're hoping after this event they hit their goal completely. So stay tuned, because this is going to be an interesting day and an interesting weekend. You can pull it forward and then we'll back you in and kind of, I don't want to say jackknife you, but I want it at an angle. I want to kind of hide this generator. I'm going to back that stage in and see where he's at, and then I might move you back a little more. Bring him back. You got gates, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so just set your gates here so that people don't walk behind it and we're good.
I've got another gate, too. It's called Smith & Wesson.
I know I don't have to. The concessions area is all Bennett area, with your Wreaths Across America and the pink Hope stuff, right? Is the truck staying connected or just the trailers getting dropped?
As far as I know, I'm dropping the trailer.
Okay, like he's doing good. I think this is gonna look good here. It'll be a nice backdrop because there won't be anything in front of it.
Right.
So when people turn the corner, walk in, if they're gonna walk this way or if they're gonna walk that way, they're gonna see this giant pink tarp. Even from that side, when they're at the concessions, they'll see it from the back side all day. It's gonna be good.
Good.
You wanna come up here for driver's meeting for a minute? All right, so 4 and 5 are the only two that have to be bobtail. Only because there's a light pole there. You guys wouldn't be in the way of the light pole, just for picture reasons and for other things, for you guys to be able to get your own video and media. I want it to look cool, right? For those of you that have been going to shows this year, you've probably seen Polly walking around.
Hey guys.
She has been
Thank you.
representation for Bennett at most of the shows. She does a lot of the coordination. She's the reason I'm here. And I wanted to make sure she got thanked as well. And Tony, of course. Everybody knows Big Tone. He pitched hard for me to help run this thing, and honestly, Tony, I can't thank you enough for going to bat for me all the time. So
yeah, you helped me out a lot. So.
I want to thank you guys for coming. You guys were hand selected by me myself on behalf of Bennett, of course. You guys are the first ones to be a part of the national championship. This is the revitalization of the championship, and I handpicked everybody based on you guys had nice trucks. You guys are good people. The good people was a part that was a very large part of it. Except for Donnie, of course. Everybody knows Donnie, right? Donnie just got in because he's got a cool truck. But I picked everybody based on, I wanted this thing to be a very small select group of guys that win or lose, everybody was going to break bread, have dinner with each other all week. Everybody was going to have fun. What's the biggest part we missed about Dallas?
Oh, just the camaraderie. Everybody getting together, having good dinners and hanging out.
The camaraderie. I missed it. Sitting at dinner last night, like I got a little emotional. I was like, this is kind of cool to see it coming back. And it was after the freaking singing, right? No, it was great to get to see. I made a lot of cool connections at Dallas. I mean, Casey and I ended up getting to be really close, good friends. But no, it's been great. I've made a lot of friends through the show circuit, and all of you here are a great representation of the industry. I just want to thank you guys for personally coming out. We redeveloped a new judging system. I think you guys have all seen it already. I've emailed it to you. I've got to get it to you yet, but today I'm going to give you guys bags. It will have the full rule sheet in it again, printed out, and you will get to actually see the judges' score sheet that they will use tomorrow. Okay, the person that wins the national championship this year, I would like you to come back next year as a guest judge. I feel like the person that wins it this year is going to be a good enough representation. You guys have all been a part of the shows long enough to know how the system works, and the judging system is simple. It's really broke down. You're going to see that. I think anybody can do it, and I think you guys have been a part of it long enough. You should be able to do it. So if we can get the best of show guy to do that next year, that'd be great. If you don't want to, I'm perfectly fine with that too. We'll sort it out. But if you would, I'd like to have you next year.
I personally want to thank you for being here, being a part of our family.
Well, thank you.
And you're making this show.
Well, I appreciate that. It definitely takes a whole team. Tonight at midnight is Regs Down. Tomorrow, when you pick your number, I'm going to give you guys your time that you're going to be judged. 45 minutes before your time that you're getting judged, you're going to get a 30-minute period. It's either going to be Levi or myself with a stopwatch. We're going to say go. You're going to get 30 minutes to wipe down 2 people max, you and one other person, or 2 of your team. It doesn't matter. If you want to prepare your speech and you want to do that while 2 of your people are wiping down, it doesn't matter, but it's 2 people max. You're going to get 30 minutes and then 15 minutes to clean yourself up and be ready for your driver's interview. Okay? It gives you enough time to breathe after running around wiping the truck off if you're the one wiping, and gives you time to do your driver's interview. You're going to stand by the safety cone. They're going to do their judging. If they see something that they want to note, whether it's bonus points or something that they catch that they want you, that they're going to write a note on, like if there's grease hanging somewhere, for example, they're going to take pictures of it. So don't feel like pictures are necessarily a bad thing. Pictures may also be bonus point items, okay? So they're going to take pictures. They're going to have a printer in the main office where we're working. Friday night, I'm going to take all their pictures, print them off, staple them to your score sheets. Before you guys leave, you will all have your score sheets and those pictures stapled to the back. So you guys will know everything the judges saw. You'll know your exact placement, and you'll know what the judges saw. Okay, so you'll have all the judges' sheets. The only thing you won't have is you won't have the judges' names. They'll all be numbered 1 through 5. If you do have a question or you want to question something, just bring it to me. I've talked with the judges at length. We want to have full accountability. If there's something that they saw that you're like, that absolutely isn't possible, I want to be accountable for that. So I want you guys to come to me. I'll know who the judge number was. I can go and grab that judge and go, hey, can you give me a little clarification on this? And I'll bring you clarification. I want us all to leave here the same exact way we came in, excited, having a good time. And I want it to be like that for years to come. So far, so good. We're actually ahead of schedule. And it's actually really, really shaping up nicely and looking really good. Everybody's rolling in. Everybody was kind of ready ahead of time. So we started rolling guys in early, which is uncommon. But I'm super happy about it. That means we're gonna get to do a lot quicker. From this way, just a little. Just pull in those stalls. They're all lined up. Just get yourself in the stall, and then once you line up, I'll stage you back up right where I want you. Look, you rolled right into it. That's the spot. That's it. Like. That was actually pretty good. As you go, if you want to pull further forward, just as soon as you're ready, let me know so I can get you in the spot I want you. Damn, them cones are heavy. All right, there's not going to be anybody here. So if you guys want to stage your trailer here until you guys are done cleaning, okay. There's not going to be anything here.
right.
And the other side, if you can leave that for the next competitor that's in that spot, will be good. So just grab your truck and trailer, park it right here until you're done. Won't be anything else in front of you either, so you'll be able to pull right out once you guys are all ready.
Thank you.
Yep. Pretty cool, ain't it?
Yeah.
Wait till you get to get out on the track. That's gonna be even fucking cooler.
We're gonna take an adventure and deliver food. Lee, come on, let's go. Let's get some of this out. Feed some people. Mobile food delivery for the awesome Elite guys. Hey, Daryl, do you want sweet tea, unsweet tea, or bottled water?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very much.
Thank you. And thanks for being at our show, being at our first Elite Championship show.
Thank you so much.
Hand them out for food delivery, Chick-fil-A.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Sweet tea, unsweet tea. What you guys thinking?
Sweet.
Sweet.
You give them bonus points, put a comment on what the bonus point was. Paint and body, it's only 15 points, but it's still very important. Everything's broken down in there. If a guy tells you he's working his truck and it's not a limited truck, a work truck should have a few stone chips in it, correct? So I look at it like if the guy has told you he's worked it and he's got a few stone chips, he's still at that same level as the guy that trailered it in that shouldn't have any stone chips, right? So I want you guys to take into consideration what he tells you in his interview his truck is. I still firmly believe that a work truck, some of these work trucks out here that are in this group are unbelievable. So the fact that I think they belong in the limited level and the fact that you guys can judge them according to what they tell you, how much they work them, how many miles they put on every week, I think really comes down to the way you guys want to break it down after that. If it's covered in stone chips, that's a different story. Once again, the 1993 build, covered in chrome, right? It's 1993 chrome. So you can tell the difference between something that has flaked off because it's 1993 chrome versus something that hasn't been maintained and is littered in rust because they just haven't wiped it, all right? You're gonna notice some stuff on a couple trucks that is just above and beyond everybody else that's in that lot, and those are gonna be your bonus points. After you guys are done judging, I can walk you guys around and show you guys some cool stuff to just kind of be like, man, I missed that. But there's some really cool stuff on a couple trucks that I'll point out after you guys are done judging, just to see if you guys noticed it, because there's some pretty cool ideas out there that haven't really made mainstream yet that a few of the guys have gone above and beyond.
Take pictures.
Yep, exactly. There's nobody that's slouching out here. Like I'm telling you, I promise, I got you guys some cool trucks. This is gonna be a lot of fun. Customization. Now this comes down to your driver's interview. That's where this starts. Customization is a category that has never been judged at a show that I have ever seen in my entire career. It's one thing that the limited class has left out of everything. I think you can agree, Tommy. Customization just doesn't count for anything. If you bought every one of your parts for your Peterbilt off a store somewhere, that doesn't matter. You get held to the same standard that the guys that built every bit of it and done something. And I'm not talking about an RLK visor, like when you build something custom. If somebody calls you and like, hey, can you build this for me? A lot of your stuff is like one-off stuff, right? And then you've got your stamped out stuff. I'm talking about the guys that will go to Iowa Customs and they've got the factory Peterbilt replacement visor, right? They've got the 8-foot deck plate. So when you look underneath the cab, the deck plate stops just past the cab. It doesn't go all the way to the motor. So a lot of that stuff that you just purchase off a shelf versus stuff that you have built to make yourself different from everybody else. Sounds like a lot, but tomorrow will be simple. Once you get the first 2 trucks under, you'll be like, man, I sweated this for nothing. This is easy. Okay, so we're at 7:30. Our first guy is just final wiping down. I do want to give you guys a heads up. It's dewy, so guys aren't gonna be able to get the dew off this morning. It's just, we don't let the blowers in here, so the first 2 trucks are probably gonna have some dew on them. So just kind of keep that mindful. I don't envy you guys today, but I appreciate every bit of you guys today. Never did I think all of you guys would say yes, if that makes you feel any better. I've known you guys a long time, and I have held you guys in the utmost respect, which is why I asked you. I wanted fresh faces that haven't been doing this forever. I wanted something different. There's guys out there that have been robbed for years that deserve a different look, and I think we built that. I had a long talk with everybody last night. A lot of guys were like, man, I was super nervous, but I met one of the judges, and I was like, man, it's like one of my drinking buddies back home. I was like, thank God. So hopefully everybody does a great driver interview today. A lot of the guys that were nervous definitely broke the ice, and I know some people were excited to meet you. A couple guys had never met you before. They hadn't met you before. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Can't say it enough today. And thank you, Miss Polly.
I haven't done anything yet.
No, you've done a lot for me, and I appreciate it. I'm as nervous as everybody else. This is something completely new for me too. You guys plan to do it again next year? We'll have plenty of media to help push it for next year. Where do you want to do your driver's interview from? Do you want to walk them around? Do you want to just keep them in one spot? What's your plan?
I plan on walking around.
Okay.
I'm going to start at the left front, and I'm just going to walk all the way around.
Okay, so when they walk out here, I'm going to tell them that's your game plan, and we'll start doing that. Okay. And you guys plan the same thing?
Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah. I like to walk all the way.
You like to walk around, point stuff out? Okay.
Work our way back.
Cool. I'm nervous for sure. I'm nervous for everybody. Like, I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to have a good experience. It's Friday morning, judging time. I thankfully am not a judge. My name's on this, but I'm not a judge. I just keeping this clipboard around to use for resource in case any of our judges ask questions to me. Like I said, we've started with all new judges. These guys have been in the industry a long time, but haven't done this side of it. So being able to get fresh eyes on stuff that there's 9 trucks here that they haven't looked over 100 times at shows, right? So getting some fresh eyes on everything and giving everybody a new fair shake is going to be cool. I think I'm more nervous than they are.
How much did you sleep last
Monster, if you want to
None.
give us a sponsorship, we could
None.
use these.
None at all. Yeah, if anybody handing out Monster sponsors, I'm going to use one today because Monster Energy is going to be my my supplier for the day. I didn't sleep at all. I can tell you I slept not 30 minutes last night. And my bags are going to have bags under my eyes today. But it's good. I'm really excited. It's not even just these 9 trucks up here, but the trucks parked behind them in the Washington Park. For a first show, the trucks parked behind them are as nice as the ones up here. There is such tall iron, nice trucks. Everybody's out here showing up, showing out. Guys are still rolling in this morning. It is unbelievable, literally unbelievable. We've got everything from an antique to work trucks to limited mileage trucks that got trailered in. So we've got everything represented up in this front end, and it'll be interesting to see how these score sheets come out at the end of the day. So my judges are starting to walk this way. Their handler is taking care of them, so I'm super excited because they're excited. They're nervous. Our competitors are nervous, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. Everybody's as excited as you are and as nervous as you are, and I'm pretty sure I'm more nervous than all of you.
So I drove it down. So we put 10 tires on it. All the fluid, all the door locks were as new.
Doug, I don't know what you were worried about, buddy. That was great.
That was a fast 10 minutes.
I told you. You sat and talked to me for 2 hours and you didn't know who I was. I knew 10 minutes was going to be tough.
And go.
Nice to meet you.
How are you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Well, here she is. So I started with one truck in 2002. Nice to meet you. Adam Kimball. Hey, Adam. Nice to meet you. Dean Nelson. How's it going? Nice to meet you. Alex Lawson. Alex. Very nice to meet you guys, sir. Ready? Go. So I'll give you a little. Casey, you're halfway, 15 minutes. 15 minutes. The headboard is on there? I wouldn't have known it, so that's... Yeah, no, for a headboard, not a kind of stuff. We got Darren Bean, Keaton describing, and incorporate that into the rest of the truck as well. Tax, you get it a mirror look from the top down as well.
We are halfway through. They're just finishing up truck number 5. We got 4 more left in just the elite category. We've got a bunch of nice trucks in the back, like I said earlier. everybody here is taking it very seriously. Our competitors are making sure they're utilizing their time well, and all of our judges they've told me they're having fun, and they've all taken it seriously, and they're all working together as a cohesive team, and I'm really excited. I picked these 5 guys because in my heart, I knew that they would get to where I wanted them to be, and they're becoming more efficient, and they're really working through some of the issues that they struggled with on the first 2 trucks. Something new that we're doing is we will go back and rejudge those first 2, because when you judge your first 2 trucks, you're either hard or you're soft on them, and then by the time you get to truck 9, you've kind of had a baseline the whole time, right? So going back and rejudging truck 1 and truck 2 to hold it to the same standard you held 3 through 9 to me is where it's at. 4.5 done. So I'm timing because here at this show, before your judging time, you are allowed a 30-minute final wipe down and then a 15-minute prep period to get yourself ready for the actual conversation. So if you look out here, guys are doing their final wipe down, and I'm watching them for rags down. Rags down isn't in the morning and then you're covered in dust and getting judged. Your rags down is 15 minutes before you're judged. So the dust doesn't get a chance to settle before the judges start putting eyes on it. So trying something new, see if it helps the competitors, see if it helps the judges make a more level playing field. And from the feedback I've been getting so far from the people that have been judged already, I feel like this has been a great change in the judging system, that they felt like now everybody has had a fair shot at being fully clean, and everybody has utilized that entire 30 minutes. So it's pretty impressive to see. So while our guys are doing their final wipe down, our judges also end their judging at the time that they end their rags down. So then it gives them 15 minutes to go to the bathroom, get something to drink, and go over their score sheets with the others to kind of talk with each other and figure this out. 3 minutes! And while they're doing that, they're comparing notes. I saw this, I saw that. You know, how are you feeling on this? How are you feeling on that? So it's pretty cool to see these things happening, because I feel like some shows don't get to see this side, right? And for me, it's really hard being on this side and not on the wiping side, because I enjoy the wiping side, and I see some stuff that I know some of these guys missed, and it's a struggle for me, because I want to wipe it because they're my guys, right? But I can't, because I can't give anybody an upper edge.
Good to see you guys.
Good to go?
Yep, I'm ready.
Go!
All right, guys, thanks for coming out. Probably open the hood.
Yeah, you had 6 seconds to spare.
Yeah? Oh, that's fine. Got max points there then.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you didn't lose any. You didn't lose any to start.
Yeah.
That was actually really good.
I did my best.
So I got to ask you guys, now that you did it, how did you feel about the 30-minute final wipe down?
It's tight. The complaint that I have with it is, as a combo, we have a lot more to clean.
Yep.
You know, and obviously I understand that it's the first year for this, and so it's equal. Moving forward, I think that either you need 2 divisions, or they either get an extra guy or an extra 5 minutes. You know, one or the other.
It's actually a really good idea.
I don't feel, you know, like that's just the downside. Is no disrespect to any of the other guys, because it's hard to clean the truck alone. But then when you have to go and clean
truck and trailer,
you know, 53 more feet, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot, you know, and it doesn't matter the type of trailer, you know, dump trailer, Conestoga, reefer, it's still 53 more feet to clean. So in this environment, it's absolutely great because there's no dust, you know what I mean?
It was great.
So you really didn't have to worry about, well, yeah, they park trucks all night and the thing is filthy, you know, like it was just a quick dust off, so it wasn't major, but like that's the only thing I would say is I don't have any issues with judge or showing against them, but that time limit is difficult because you have a fair bit more to do.
That is the one concern I did have coming into this, and Nick and I had talked about it at length. Like, and Nick said the same thing. He's like, just gotta prep it and be ready.
Right.
You just gotta hustle and get it done. And I feel like, could we add 15 minutes to the combos?
That's too much.
No, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
We had talked about it. I'm like, do
Yeah.
I add 15 minutes to combo? He's like, no. He's like, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of
15
time.
minutes is a lot. And you, two guys, 15 more minutes would run out of steam and they wouldn't do anything less.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
Like, it would be, if you needed that 15 more minutes, you didn't prep enough before you started.
Oh yeah, no. And I had said
yeah.
that to Nick too. I said, do we let our combos have an extra guy? And he's like, boy, I don't know. He's like, what I would do is the same thing you're probably going to do. You're going to talk to the guys after they do it, and you're going to ask them what they think. Because does adding one more guy for a combo give you that much more help in the 30 minutes, or is it giving too much help that now you're ahead?
You could just say your third person can only clean the trailer.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, that's it. They can only clean the trailer. You know, your two guys can do whatever. Your third person can't touch the truck or the display. Trailer only.
Just trailer.
You know what I mean? And then, okay, fine. We're totally the same. You know what I mean? Like, then, absolutely. You know, like I said, 5 more minutes, a second guy for the trailer, whatever. Or if you're going to split it into 2 classes, you know,
Yeah.
then it is what it is, you know. But, again, I understand it's the first time, so you can't say, well, we've got this many for this and this many for this.
Yep.
Like, it's all together, and it's totally fine.
My
you
problem
know?
was I didn't
But
want to
you're-
have. I didn't
you're
want to have.
hustling.
I didn't want to have 3 combos.
Sure.
And then be
And-
like
yeah,
1,
and
2,
be-
and 3.
yeah,
I didn't want to
and-
have 3 bobtails and have
Right.
1, 2, and 3. And trying
Yeah.
to find the funding for all of it too. It was like,
Yeah.
I just wanted to get it off the ground. I
And
brought
it-
good guys in and wanted
And
to.
you don't want to, I don't know what you would say, disadvantage a bobtail because, you know, a lot of guys dropping hook company trailers or whatever. Well, you can't fault them because they don't have a cool, totally custom trailer.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, the scoring sheets are going to allow you to judge together. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's just prep time.
Yeah.
The only difference is prep time.
Well, that's
You know,
good.
like if you you did give everyone the option, and obviously I brought my trailer because I feel like it enhances my truck.
I'd honestly love to see you show it bobtail sometime.
Yeah,
I
but-
really think it looks fucking dope bobtail.
Yeah,
I know
I
you don't
mean-
like it. I know you don't want to be gay, but
Well, no, I just feel like you're cutting half of your build off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, if
No, I get it.
Like I said, if I had showed up with a van trailer, like, okay, you know, cool.
I just wonder from my side, like, how would it do judging just a bobtail? You know, like halfway, 15 minutes. Halfway, 15 minutes. And then the 10-minute interview. I wanted to give everybody the full 30 minutes, right? So
Yeah, no, I think that's fine.
yeah,
Yeah. It would be different if your judges didn't know anything,
yeah,
but they know. You know
Oh,
what
yeah.
I mean? Like, they know what they're looking at. They know trucks, and so you don't need a 15 or 20-minute interview. That's a waste.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, then you're just diarrhea at the mouth.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the guys that haven't ever done it before, they're really trying
right.
to
Well,
fill
and
a space.
and then that's the worst part for them is, oh my God, I have to try to figure this out, and you know, and again, you know, it's point associated where if you go over or under, you're screwed. So I wouldn't do that.
Okay,
I think you're good there.
good.
Yeah, like I said, I don't have any complaints. That's my only suggestion is judging together. The scorecards equalize. That's fine. It's just that 20 minutes of prep, that's tight, or 30 minutes. You know, because you have so much more to do. You know.
And that's why I ask. Like
Mhm.
I want
Yeah.
to evolve this thing and keep
Sure.
growing it and try
I
to.
love the idea. I'm kind of devastated that it's just coming back around now, you know, because, you know, like I said, if you're going to set it up where, like, say you have 5 qualifier shows and then you come here for the grand finale,
Yep.
okay, well, that's like everybody's dream, you know, Pride and
Yep.
Polish, you know, layout. Like, that was fantastic,
Yep.
you know, where you hit 4 of the 5 and, you know, everybody got a mulligan, whatever. Like, that's awesome.
Well, that's
you
the
know?
thing is you're not gonna have to go to all 5.
Right, but
You just
guys
got to go to
go.
1 to get qualified.
Right, but if you don't, then you
Yep.
have more chances. You know,
That's
you
so-
tighten your stuff up and you go again and
Yep.
you go again, and you
Yep.
know what I mean. So like, I
remember-
love the idea.
I remember years Kenny Fisher would drag his trailer and wait and see
Who did what?
who
Yeah.
was in that
Drop-
class.
Yeah, oh yeah, that was.
And then
huge.
if he needed to, he would
Yeah.
drop his trailer
Yeah,
because he knew he had a
McKinney's
better
did the
chance.
same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
McKinney's did the same.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Like, who does this? Like, comes in.
Same towel to wipe the entire thing.
Yeah.
You got 10 minutes and 20 seconds. You guys got 10 minutes yet.
Okay.
Doing good on time.
First two set your tone, but at the same time, you're either really hard on them or
Soft on them sometimes. Some of the other shows, if you're number 1 or 2 that gets judged, you rarely ever win.
Yeah.
Rarely ever win. Only because the judges are, well, we all know Louisville.
Still setting a foundation.
Yeah, but you're setting that foundation, and now when you get to the end, you may have been more slacked on something you were harder on them on.
Sure.
So going back and just looking at it and going, the scores weren't quite what I think they should have been because I judged this one way harder, but I gave everybody else a little slack because I judged that one harder. But now that I look at them all, they've all got it. Now maybe I should go back and fix that one.
And like, it's not everything, but like cleanliness, you're like, oh man, this thing's really dirty. And then you start looking and you're like, oh, that's kind of how they all are. Like this is the standard. So we got to adjust. And I get it.
Yep. And I was hoping everybody'd be cool with it because I'm like, to me, I've always looked at it that way. Like those first 2 are your most important, right? Because you're building your base tone.
Absolutely.
And I always felt it was unfair to your first 2 guys to be the first 2 because they don't get that fair shake, right?
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Ray. This is my first and only truck. I'm gonna say, let me keep going. On my driveway, I'm gonna jump. So right there outside. And I'll remove a passenger refrigerator.
I thought they done pretty good for a fat boy.
Yeah, you done real good for a fat boy. I'd agree with that. No,
I'm tickled with the way it looks because I'm telling you, I'm not saying, but with what we had when we got here,
yeah. Oh yeah, getting in as late as you did and getting it to this point, I'm impressed. I honestly was concerned. All right, guys, we're at the halfway mark. 15 minutes. That photo you did for me, thank you.
oh, you're welcome.
Dude, that thing is sick. I got to get it framed up yet, but.
Good.
Are you going to be here all weekend?
Yeah, here till Sunday morning.
Do you want to shoot the winners with us Saturday night?
I don't know if I have enough shots.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just.
I just want to throw it out there.
Yeah.
Because we're going to put them on the track. So.
Okay.
If you wanted it, I would get you access to it. But if you don't, it's not an issue either.
I might be able to pull off a 1/1000th of a second shot in black and white on one.
They're going to stop.
Oh, they're gonna stop.
The winners are going to stop on the checker line, and David here's going to wave the flag for us.
Oh, mom agreed to that too.
She is?
Yeah.
Awesome. That makes me really happy. We're right on schedule. Everything's going as planned right now. So
The feedback I've gotten already, truck's already been done, been very positive.
good.
Because I said, well, how's this compared to, what goes on in Nats?
Yep. So I said
There's no comparison.
I wanted to step up. I wanted this place to be the place to be.
Don't go. What's the guys thinking about the trophies?
Everybody thinks it's awesome. Everybody thinks it's super cool. That's a substantial trophy. That's no joke.
No,
that's a
you
real
pick
deal.
one up.
They're 40 pounds.
I mean,
They're heavy.
Are they real?
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
That's a real
That's
piston.
yeah, they come out with 600 Cummins ISX.
Mike Domino, are you ready?
You bet.
Go. It was exactly 9:31, so he was just under the deduction. So
made it.
Yep, made it by the 1 second.
Clearly, that's good.
1 second. 1 second less. I put the cone out here. I make everybody come back here, and they can come out here and ask questions, but nobody's sitting over their shoulder.
Yeah.
What are you scoring there?
Which is annoying because you want to concentrate on what you're looking at, and that's pretty cool.
I want them to have 20 minutes of just doing them.
Yep.
You know, let's see what their mind does, right? And
Because heck, me and you don't like if you just had a show and walk around for 20 minutes looking at a truck, you can't do it in uninterrupted. Someone's going to come up to you.
oh, hey Brian, how you doing?
Yeah.
Oh man, I haven't seen you in forever.
And so
Oh, can I get a picture?
They get nobody's bothered them.
Are you that guy from Truckendales?
I've seen you in a calendar. Will you sign it for me? I looked at it. It's awesome.
Good. Total it up. I'm gonna write everybody's scores down here.
Going over it first?
I feel like you guys were a really well-rounded group. In the beginning, it looked like you guys were getting your feet planted and kind of figure out a gel. And then by truck 3 or 4, you guys were leaning on each other and asking each other questions and showing each other stuff. I thought it was great.
They probably didn't like that. That's pointing shit out to each other, but I think it's good actually.
No, it's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good. And if you guys caught some pictures too, that's really going to be great. That's going to help us out a lot.
I don't mismatch tires. And
He didn't tell us.
we give them opportunity to explain it, and none of them, like he didn't explain why. There
I noticed
was
nobody-
three different sets of tires.
Did anybody explain it?
No.
was gonna say I didn't hear anybody explain it, and that really catches me off guard because any guys I do work with for Louisville, I always tell them, listen, you got Bridgestones on the front, Toyos on the back. You better be telling them that those Bridgestones get better fuel mileage or they balance better, because if you don't, they're going to dock you. I'll let you guys decide if you want to toss out high and low and average the 3, or if you want to average the 5. I think we'll know better once we see the numbers what's going to work best.
So this right here is what I missed. If you look behind me, every competitor that was a part of this elite judging is here talking trash with everybody, cutting up, having a good time, breaking bread, pizza, drinks, liquor's flowing, they're all having a good time, and Casey Connery's got his music blasting over here out of Never Satisfied. This is amazing. You got judges and competitors hanging out with each other, and all the competitors that competed against each other are just hanging out, chilling. So this is what.
And this man right here is my brother.
Thanks, Jim.
Absolutely, brother. You got it.
But this is what I missed, was seeing everybody win or lose, even though they were competing against each other, hanging out, telling each other things that they saw, things that got them better over the years. I saw guys helping each other wipe down today. It was amazing. So this is what I miss. Thank you guys for making it happen.
Let's get it, Rico.
Turn it up now. Oh, he's gonna turn it up. Peer pressure. We got him.
I knew we'd get him. I knew